everyone. As we all know that there are two methods to solve the complex integration problem. First is Cauchy integral formula and second one is Cauchy residue theorem. So today we shall discuss the problems on Cauchy residue theorem. So let us start with the first example. Evaluate integration over C of this, right, where circle C is defined by mod of z equal to 1, which is having a center at origin and radius is of unity, right? So let us solve this. So what is our procedure? As we have discussed earlier, what is our procedure to solve any problem? First step is to draw the circle, right? So circle is this. Here we have identified the center and radius. So C is the circle, mod z equal to 1 with center. What is the center? I told you how to identify center and radius directly by looking at the equation, right? So with center, what is the center? 0, 0. No other term other than z, right? So it is 0, 0. And radius is this right hand side. Other than mod z, whatever is left, that will be a radius. So radius is 1. Right? Okay. So let us draw the circle with center at origin, right? Center will be at origin. This is our center and radius of 1 unit, right? So as it is on the center, you can measure 1 unit on the left, right, or you can measure up, down, right? So let us take the distance of 1 unit on the right and distance of 1 unit on the left. So what will be its coordinates? Minus 1, 0 and 1, 0. So these are the 2 points, right? Drawing through, passing through these 2 points. Let us draw the circle. So we have this circle, right? The movement of the point on the circle will be always anti-clockwise. So this is our circle C. Okay, now, so this is the first step to draw the, identify the center and radius, then draw the circle. After that, what is the second step? Second step is to find the pole. The poles are given by equating denominator of the integrand. What is the integrand? Integrand means the function which is to be integrated. So this we have to integrate. So what is its denominator? That must be equated with 0. So it is z minus pi by 6 whole cube is equal to 0. Okay. Now, so what I am getting? Z minus pi by 6 whole cube 0. What does it mean? It means z minus pi by 6 is equal to 0 as power 3 is there. So this will be 0 how many times? 3 times, thrice, right? Now, so this gives z equal to pi by 6, 3 times. So I am getting the value of z 3 times, that's why. What is the next step? To decide the nature of pole, whether it is a simple pole or pole of order n, right? So as I am getting this value pi by 6 3 times, so this implies z equal to pi by 6 is a pole of order. How many? Power 3. Thrice it is occurring. So it is pole of order 3. Okay. I hope these steps are clear to you. First step, identification of center radius, drawing the circle. Second step, to find out the poles. Third step, to decide the nature of the pole. Now we have identified the nature of the pole. Now let us see whether this pole lies inside or not. Why? Because for a Cauchy residue theorem, right? Because for a Cauchy residue theorem, we have to concentrate on only those poles which are lying inside the circle C, whereas remaining will ignore. So here I am having only one pole and that is of order 3. So I will have to just decide whether this lies inside or not. If it is inside, then only we can find out the residue. Otherwise, by Cauchy residue theorem, you will get answer directly 0 if it goes outside. Okay. Now, so let us see. Now pi is 3.14. 3.14 divided by 6. So that will be 0.1 something. 0.3 something, right? So this value will come up to be what? 0.3 something. Obviously radius is of 1 unit. So this will be somewhere over here, right? close to 0.5. So this here is nothing but z equal to pi by 6. Now why I have plotted this on the x-axis? Because z equal to pi by 6 is same as good as x coordinate as pi by 6. Its y coordinate will be 0. So this will lie on the x-axis, right? So therefore is a pole of order 3 and this it lies within C. Right, so now we have identified the nature, we have identified its location. So now as it comes out to be within C, so next is to find out the residue. So residue of f of z. Residue of f of z. Remember, in the question of the residue theorem, we don't have to define f of z. F of z is by default a given integrand, right? F of z is by default a given integrand. So residue of f of z at the pole of order 3. Right, is equal to. So here we are told you we have to give the different treatment according to the nature of the pole. So as we are having a pole of order 3, so we will find the residue for pole of order n, right? That formula is applicable. So let us recall quickly what is that formula, right? So residue of f of z at z equal to a of order m, is equal to, so formula is 1 upon m minus 1 factorial limit z tends to a of m minus 1th derivative with respect to z of z minus a raised to m into f of z, right? Where this m gives what? M gives the how many times that pole exists, right? That is order, right? And a is that pole. So here what is a value of m? M is nothing but 3, whereas the pole is value of a is pi by 6, right? So apply this formula. So it is 1 upon 3 minus 1 whole to the power 3 minus 1 factorial, then limit z tends to pi by 6, okay, a is pi by 6, then it is m minus 1 iterative, 3 minus 1 2, so second order derivative, okay, second order derivative with respect to z of z minus a. What is a? A is pi by 6, so z minus pi by 6 whole square. No, m is 3, the power 3 into f of z. Remember, what is our f of z? F of z is a given integrand, right? So this is equal to, simplify 3 minus 1 2, 2 factorial is 1 by 2, right? Then limit z tends to pi by 6. Okay, then second order derivative with respect to z of, substitute f of z, so it is z minus pi by 6 whole cube. F of z is what? What is our f of z? F of z is nothing but sine to the power 6z, ठीक है बेटा, upon z minus pi by 6 whole cube, right? So what we find here? Before simplification, this gets cancelled. So I have to just differentiate twice. What? Sine to the power 6z, and then apply the limit. So it is 1 by 2 limit z tends to pi by 6. Now let us differentiate. So first order derivative, right? So find out the first derivative. Now what is for derivative of sine to the power 6z? So here 6 sine to the power 5z, ठीक है? Derivative of sine to the power 6z is nothing but 6 times sine to the power 5z, and then derivative of sine z. Derivative of sine z is cos z. Okay, right? Again one more derivative is left. Let us differentiate this result. So what we get? So we get this as equal to 1 by 2 times limit z tends to pi by 6 differentiate this result. 6 goes outside. We will get cancelled with 2. So we have 3. Okay. Now apply product rule. Right? Apply product rule. First function is sine to the power 5z into derivative of cos z is minus sin z. Then plus derivative of sine to the power 5z is 5 sine to the power 4z. Okay. Into what? Derivative of again sin z. Derivative of sin z is ठीक है. I am differentiating sin to the power 5z ना. So 5 sin to the power 4z. Derivative of sin z is cos z. And this first function as it is cos z. Okay. Now, so this is equal to 3. Limit z tends to pi by 6. Simplify. So minus sin to the power 6z plus 5 times sin to the power 4z into cos square z. Isn't it? Now just apply the limit. Put z as pi by 6. So it is 3 times minus sin to the power sin of pi by 6, right? This complete term to the power 6 sin z to the power 6. Sin z is pi by 6 to the power 6 plus 5. Again here I will write sin of pi by 6 to the power what? 4. And then cos of pi by 6, this to the power 2. What is the value of sin pi by 6? Yes, 1 by root 2. Right? And cos pi by 6 is root 3 by 2. Okay. So simplify this. So what you shall get? The residue after simplification, that will be nothing but 21 by 32. Right? So after simplification, we will get the residue as 21 by 32. Okay. Of this pole. Therefore, now we have obtained the residue. Right? Therefore, by Cauchy residue theorem. By Cauchy residue theorem. By Cauchy residue theorem, what we shall get? We shall get integration over c of f of z dz is equal to 2 pi I times the residue at the pole within c, that is 21 by 32. So what we shall get? So this is nothing but pi I 21 times pi I upon 16. And what is our f of z? As I told you, f of z is nothing but a given integrand. So integration over c of sine to the power 6z upon z minus pi by 6 whole cube is always 21 pi I by 16. So in this way we will get the answer. I hope you must have understood the problem very well, right?